Okay, we rolling.
I think we probably need to talk loud
Okay.
because I don't know if it's gonna hear us.
If it's gonna pick up. Okay. All right, it's rolling. All right, and we are here with Mrs. Lavelle and Deja Robinson. And we are here today to talk about the foundation, how it all started with Lavelle Motorworks. Now, we have Mr. Lavelle Robinson. It's the first husband and wife team of Georgia. They are owners of Lavelle Motorworks LLC. And if you didn't know, they're in Fayetteville, Georgia. And they are moving. They are doing big things. And we just want to talk a little bit about the foundation. Now, when did you guys go in full effect in business? When did you say, this is the day that we're going to start our own business?
In 2020,
Okay.
like turning it into an actual business was more legit. Was like September of 2020.
September 2020, okay. So about 6 years ago. So in that 6 years, you guys have done big things. I'd like to ask you questions, Mr. Motorworks. This is for you. How old were you when you knew this is really what you wanted to do?
Maybe like 9, 10.
9 or 10, wow. And at 9 or 10, what happened that made you know that you wanted to do this?
I had a language arts class in like 5th grade, and they used to have us write like paragraphs. They used to teach us how to write paragraphs, and they asked me, what I would want to do when I grow up. And as I was writing the paragraph on what I want to do when I grow up, I went to sleep. And I dreamed it. And then in the dream, I was like a mechanic with a whole bunch of dirt bikes.
Wow.
And that's what I wanted to do. So I just wanted to fix bikes.
Wow. And then on top of it, not only you repair bikes, you ride bikes, you have Miss Motorworks here that also knows how to repair and ride bikes. Mrs. Motorworks, how did you learn how to do that?
So of course my husband was the main teacher for that. But I actually grew up in the garage of generations of mechanics. My grandfather ran his business fully out of my grandma's garage at his home. My uncles, my fathers, they all built street cars and race cars and things of that nature.
Okay.
I grew up riding mini bikes around the neighborhood with my dad, but nothing with a clutch on it.
Okay.
So I remember like it was yesterday, I probably was like 3 months pregnant with Lila maybe?
Yeah.
My husband had a RM 65?
KX.
What was a Suzuki? I don't remember.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, it was a Suzuki. It was an RM 65. It was my first time riding on the clutch. And at first, it was frustrating because I wanted to ride, but the clutch went. So once I got it down packed and I took off on it, I couldn't say I could shift gears, but I could ride. I made it down the street and back.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I just think it's amazing that you guys actually met each other and that you guys do the same thing and do it so well. So I think that has a key to your success. So my next question is, how do you both balance it all? If I'm not mistaken, you got kids, you got a shop, you got newfound fame. You have so much going on, your business owners. How do you balance it all?
God.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, it's hard to balance. I mean, we balance it every day, but between prayer, God, and love, we just try to make it, we try to make it to where family time is working on bikes, or spending time together is working, you know what I'm saying? And try to improvise, because if we let it get to our head that, man, we working every day and we don't get no time for ourselves, then that's when we trying to balance it and everything gonna really be off. But you know, even if we decide, like, if we got stuff that we need to have a meeting with, we'll go out on a date and talk about bikes while
That's
we
great.
on the meeting,
That's great.
to try to make, cause like this business is bigger than us at this point. So it's like we ain't got no expectations to have time for ourselves no more. We just kind of gave up on having time for ourselves. It's just about the bike. So we try to improvise and make it happen. You know, we knew we need to be talking about this part or this build that need to be done, or we just try to communicate through at the same time, trying to spend time, but we still working at the same
I
time.
got you. So you bring it all together and make it all as one, because when you try to do things, sometimes it doesn't happen. So it sounds like you don't try to do it, you just do it.
Yeah, like
You see what I'm saying? You make it happen, you make it work.
You know, perfect example, you know, like you say, we got kids, so, you know, my kid might get home from school and now I gotta work on a Saturday. Well, I might get done with a bike and gotta test it out, and she been wanting to ride her little forward in the trails and have daddy time. I test the bike at the same time. Come on, baby, follow me in these trails.
Wow.
She don't know it. All she know is I finally in the trails with my daddy for a change. But I'm testing out a bike. I'm test riding a bike. I'm just doing it with my daughter. So I try to do a lot of that. It's a lot of two birds with one stone in my life.
I like that. That's great. So, and then where did the name Lavelle Motorworks start?
They just made that name.
It's an awesome name. How does it feel to hear people say your name all the time?
It feels good. Sometimes it can be overwhelming, but I mean, I like it. It's like a good and a bad thing. It's business wise, publicity wise, marketing wise, it's great. But sometimes I just want to be Lavelle, the regular person.
Regular person.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But I mean, it's a blessing. That's the one thing I can say that it is. It's a blessing.
Because this is something you prayed for, I'm sure, right?
It is.
So, in other words, you're walking in the midst of your blessing?
I'm walking in my dream.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is awesome. And you guys are so young. Like, you're under 30? Are you 30 yet?
I'm 32.
Wow.
I'll be 30 this year.
That's amazing. And you've already been doing it 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
For any successors or anybody coming into this after you guys, anyone young, anyone that's aiming to be successful like you, what would you tell them, Miss Motorworks?
I would say to just stay consistent. I would say whatever your vision is, believe in your vision overall, because you can want something, but it's about inside how bad you truly want it
gotta want
in
it bad.
regards to how much is going to truly happen for you.
Yeah.
So I would say try not to be distracted on the background noise, because it'll be a lot of that, especially when your dream is something or your vision is something that everybody may not see. So it's not always easy to stay on the path of achieving such goal or such a dream if you may have people discouraging you in ways.
Yeah.
So I would say taking advice from people is always good, but considering it is what matters the most, even if you don't necessarily take it, so that way you will know whatever choice and decision you made in regards to getting to your success, it was through you and from God.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Wow. Now, since you say that, you know, sometimes it can be cliche, as they say, don't give up. You know, always
It's easier
move forward,
said
don't give
than
up.
done.
It's easier said than done. How do you not give up?
Me personally, I really go to my wife for not giving up. When I be feeling like giving up, I go to her for the doctor for that, because it ain't nothing else in this world besides God. It's my wife that made me not give up. 'Cause I be wanting to give up so bad, boy. giving up be the first thing on the list. So but see, as my marriage gets more mature and more, and over time, I just go to her for stuff like that, cause I know how to work on the bikes. I don't know how to handle the customers and all that other stuff, and that's her expertise. So I go to her for that. Man, this is how I feel right now, and she give me those inspirational words. She the reason, she the push behind all of this.
Wow.
God been gave up before it all started. Yeah, I gave up before it started. And then first person aggravate me, frustrate me. Come get this, come get it. And she always encouraged me to say, follow what you love. You don't love the people, you love bikes. You see what I'm saying? But I have to understand as a businessman that bikes come with an owner. Bikes come
That's
with
right.
you. So I gotta love the bike just as much as I love, the customer. But whenever I do it, like be down and want to give up because it's business, there's always either she gonna find a way to make it easier or better, or she gonna encourage me and inspire me to just keep going. If you don't give up, you still winning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's right.
I feel like as long as I'm in this shop, as long as I'm fixing me a bike, I'm winning. You know what I'm saying?
So it sounds like it's therapeutic for you too.
It is. Sometimes I can get away from the whole world. Like I don't even much know about like the new trends and the outside life and just traveling and going places and even like just socially being social experience with talking to people. I don't know that because I buried myself in these engines.
Gotcha.
All the way from my backyard at my grandpa's when I first started. I buried myself from distractions of the world here.
Wow.
So I would say, overall, the main thing to help or to motivate to not give up would just be the vision. You see, like if you have the vision, on your hardest days, just go back to the vision.
Right.
Yeah.
On the hardest days, just go back to the vision.
Yeah.
Go back to the drawing board. My husband adopted this saying that everyone knows, but he's feeling it. To whom much is given, much is required.
Yeah.
So you giving all of these bikes to repair them. The responsibility behind dealing with the owners and maintaining the foundation of what's holding it.
Yeah.
It requires a lot.
And that's so true.
And so from there, I just try to help him stay focused on the vision. And it may not always come out the softest. It might come out like, look, this your dream.
Wow. Okay.
This what you asked for.
Right.
You can't get frustrated with
Put
it.
you back in order though.
You see, like this what you asked for. This is what you prayed for. This is, and God tell us, ask and we shall receive, but he never tell us on what level he gonna give it to us.
Or what comes
He
with
never
it.
said if it's gonna come in a little small box or it's gonna have to be unloaded at the loading dock.
Yeah.
He never tell us that. So we gotta focus on the vision. And that's what's gonna always get you back in line and aligned with success.
Hallelujah, sister. That is awesome. So, like they said, behind every strong man, there's a stronger woman, okay? So, my next question, did you foresee what has manifested? And what do you see for your future?
Yeah, I see what's manifested. It's hard to see sometimes, even if it's right in front of you, because the world is so full of distractions. It's times where I might make a customer happy, and 5 minutes later, I got a customer calling me that ain't happy. So it's like, it's hard to see, but it's right in front of me. I see it. I know what I asked for. I remember the days of rebuilding motors on the tailgate of the back of a truck because I ain't have nowhere to work or no engine table. Now I got big shop and tables, and just when you so thankful for stuff, you start seeing like, damn, I appreciate that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
That you're walking right smack dab in the
Right-
middle
right
of your
there,
blessing.
yeah.
May not look, like she said, like what you thought or what you wanted, but it's there.
It's there.
Because God has his way of doing everything.
Right.
With that said, through the grapevine, you started in an apartment?
I really started before the apartment.
Okay, tell us how and where.
I really started like on a back porch.
Wow.
You know, back porch was my shop. Everything I needed. I had a little laundry room. Used to hang up the weed whackers and backpack blowers in there. All my tools and that. That's why I kept my motion going. Every lawn man in town brought me bikes and lawnmowers and weed whackers, and people from the city brought bikes. After then, I got my own apartment, and my living room was my shop floor.
Wow.
You know, my kitchen, you know, what they call it, the closet, the pantry.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I kept all my weed eaters at. That's where I kept, and you know, I kept it. Everywhere I lived in my life became my shop.
Did you always work on four-wheelers and dirt bikes? Did you do anything else before that?
I did lawn equipment, all small engines, lawn equipment, hydraulic transmission, hydro pumps, like for 0-ton lawnmowers, hydraulic pumps for like where they blades turn on with hydro pumps. Dealt with a lot of hydro pumps, and then generators,
wow.
pressure washer pumps, pressure washers. That's actually what drew me here to Atlanta, a job to work on pressure washers.
All right. Wow. That's amazing. So full circle is what you're saying. You are full circle, smack dab in it. So we talked about how you started and your foundation. Let's talk about where you are now. Okay. Recently, with your expansion, you had a grand opening.
Mm-hmm.
How did that go?
It was breathtaking because I never had that many people come together to celebrate anything for me. I ain't never really had people, like, it's always like people I know, but to have people you don't know or you never saw before come together and celebrate something that, you know, me and my wife been working so hard for, it almost brought me to tears because you don't see that much, you know. Like, definitely for the industry that I'm in, it's like you don't really see big grand openings for motorcycle shops and stuff like that. Somebody celebrating the dream with me that I don't even know. So that really showed like support.
That's awesome. This Christmas, on your social media, it was blowing up that you guys were selling dirt bikes and four-wheelers. Are you going into sales now?
Yep. So right now we are transitioning because we were like mainly a repair shop where, you know, something wrong with your bike, you can bring it to me, or it been down for years, we'll bring it back from the dead. But that kind of slowed our turnarounds down. Those jobs wasn't always as easy as they persuade to be. You know, we make it look easy because it's what we do. But when we expand, everybody knows sales is one of the number one jobs that you can do to make more money. And then we just started noticing that it was people that wanted to buy bikes from us other than the percentage of people that just wanted their bikes repaired.
Okay.
He actually motivated people who never owned bikes before to now they want to ride.
People, you know, come buy their first bikes. And when I first came up with the idea, honestly, it was about 2 years ago. I just wasn't able to do it. I knew I wanted to sell bikes and get away from, you know, a lot of the big repairs and, you know, bringing bikes from nothing to something.
Okay.
But I just didn't know how I wanted to do it. So when Christmas came this year, you know, Deja had the ideal of selling affordable bikes for kids. So she got all the connections to be able to get dozens of those bikes. And I invested into it, and it was a success.
That's awesome.
We sold bikes from people all over. We thought it was just gonna be Georgia, you know, but people was driving from out of state to buy these affordable bikes for their kids and some for themselves.
So let's just say that was your test run.
That was my test run.
Was it successful?
It was very successful.
You sold everything you had?
Everything.
Yeah, we sold everything.
Some
Kudos to
items
you.
had to be pre-ordered.
We sold more than what we had.
Kudos to you guys. That's awesome. So that's the beginning of another dream then.
Right.
So it sounds like you're going to have a full-fledged
Dealership.
a dealership.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
You'll have repairs, which is service.
Right.
You sell parts?
We will be right now. It's kind of limited on the parts that I have because the difference between our shop and most other shops is we pretty much fix everything.
Okay.
You know, it's rare that you can go to a shop and have a little Chinese ATV and they say, oh, yep, we fix it. They'll turn you around. Or if you got an older model bike, they'll say, well, the part's going to be discontinued. Now we can't take it in. It's going to be a headache. Most shops want to take bikes by 13 years or newer. We pretty much take everything.
You take everything.
And with that being said, you know, that means Kawasaki, Honda, Suzuki, Yamaha. It's so many different brands plus models and years. I mean, it's probably hundreds of just one brand. So Kawasaki might sell 40 or 50 different make and model four-wheelers for whatever years. And with that being said, you can never have all of the parts that you need for each particular vehicle when you need it. So that's that's what make it different. I took on that responsibility knowing that other shops, they stayed in those particular categories because they can keep those parts on the shelf that's still being manufactured.
Got it. So what would be your biggest headache? Something that if you could change it for the better, you would.
My biggest headache is kind of like what I just said. You know, like I took on taking a lot of bikes, and sometimes you just can't make everybody happy, you know. And my biggest thing is I like happy customers, so that's why I made the happy customer videos. Because I could be having a bad day. You know, I live a life outside of dirt bikes and four-wheelers with my wife. We try to, but sometimes I can't even pay attention to that because we didn't get a bike done. You see what I'm saying? So it's not, that can become a headache to me because now I gotta drag my frustrations from a bike that I couldn't fix today or a customer we couldn't make happy today and drag my whole weekend from being bad. You see what I'm saying? My weekend don't deserve that. My wife's weekend don't deserve that. My kids' weekend don't deserve that. But me personally would do that. It's like I'm my own enemy in that because I'm the one chose to fix these older bikes that I know I ain't gonna get what I need when I need it, or it ain't gonna be as easy as getting a newer bike running. You see what I'm saying? So that's why. And then, you know, customers are just customers. You know, people bring their belongings, they expect this or they expect that, and just not being able to stand up to the expectations that people sometimes put me in, that can aggravate me because I'm just a mechanic. I never tried to be more than who I am.
I got you. That's right.
You know, I never rated myself the best. I just try to be the best.
Well, I think they call that being humble, and it's a great thing to be humble and never think too highly of ourselves. That's just when we lose it, you know. Miss Motorworks, what would be your biggest headache?
I would say my biggest headache would probably be just overall keeping everything organized, but still trying to be sure that the business is growing at the same time. So sometimes that can be a headache because it's like we don't want to be behind in certain areas of the business, but we also learning as we go.
Yeah.
So the frustration
we was just
of
homeless 4 years ago.
we first generation entrepreneurs with the business front end. So it's like as we learn, as we grow, the headache can be the expectations that I have on myself, knowing the expectations that my husband has on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then also still trying to be the mom, still trying to be the wife, but ultimately just wanting the best for the foundation that we created, just wanting to move past the foundation and get to the walls and get to the roof and get to the painting and just get past the blueprint as a whole.
The nitty gritty, as they call it,
Just continue to grow. And I would say, so for me, that's my biggest headache because I want the best for it at all times. And when I'm not able to, whatever it may be, when I'm not able to deliver the best, it's a headache.
And to back what she just said, that ambition and expectation that we put on ourselves, that really trickles down to like a cause and effect type of thing. So like we'll be in the bathroom using the bathroom and the phone might ring. The only people here working that day might be me and my wife. But the fact that I was in there using the bathroom and couldn't answer the phone, when I call it back and hey, I got a missed call. I called, ain't nobody else. It's like Jesus Christ, like give me a break. You see what I'm saying? We're just using the bathroom. But we get that a lot. Sometimes we could be out eating a chicken sandwich, trying to spend lunch together. People that work at Winn-Dixie and UPS and Walmart and just got regular little jobs, they can go and spend their break with their wife. Sometimes you almost want that again just to get that balance. You see what I'm saying? Because you love bikes and this is what you love, but you also love your wife. So those expectations, they can really drive you crazy because we put that on ourselves, you know.
No one sees what success will bring until they're there.
Oh no, they just see what they see on Instagram.
No one knows it until they're there. You see celebrities
be and them.
A lot of them say, well, I would just do anything to be a regular person, just to be able to go out and eat, you know. But before then, that's all they wanted.
Right.
So balance is very important. And with that said, when you guys first came to Georgia, you had a shop before this one? This is not your first shop, correct?
Yeah, no, we had a shop in Florida. I had a shop in Florida. That's where I met Deja in Broward County.
Wow. And then one here too. You had a shop before this one.
Yeah.
And where was that one?
Atlanta.
Wow. In comparison to the one you had in Atlanta, how much bigger is this one?
To be exact, 3,500 more square feet.
Wow.
It's about 4 times bigger than the last shop.
And this one's upstairs, downstairs. Was that one?
No.
I can put
some things on a roof as storage, but it didn't have an actual floor.
We had we had like a little ladder about this tall. We could step up there, put little parts. But we had a whole parts room upstairs now and one downstairs. But the reason I wanted that extra space, because like I said, I took on the responsibility. I knew that I was pretty much the only person to take every year, every make, every model. Okay, well, what if somebody come and say, I need a 1999 crankshaft for, that was 25, 26 years ago. I gotta have that thing up there somewhere.
Right.
You see, so it's like you need a big space to have all the miscellaneous parts. Shoot, one bike might have 1,000 parts on it, you know, if you bit by bit, from clutch covers to case to gears to, you know, shift shafts to this to that, you know. So just to try to have everything, that's an expectation on my end that I can never make happen. I have to be AutoZone.
Wow.
But you can make it happen.
I can make it happen.
Oh, see? That's called faith. She has faith in her man. Now, I see you on social media sometimes. Now, do you both have social media, and which ones do you have?
So I'm on Instagram.
Okay.
I have Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Okay, I'll do it again. So I have Instagram. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Okay.
Lavelle Motorworks.
Lavelle Motorworks. And you have a lot of followers, I'm sure.
Yeah, quite a bit.
A little famous something. What about you, Mr. Motorworks?
I got Instagram. I just got into TikTok, so I got a TikTok. Toon God 93. That's my TikTok.
Okay.
And then I got a Facebook. Both of them, Lavelle Motorworks, Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, you could subscribe to your Instagram.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you can subscribe to it.
Wow. So on the subscriptions, what different material do I see there?
Honestly, as of now, I haven't really been separating my material because, believe it or not, I'm really just learning how to use Instagram.
Okay.
You know, sometimes people see the followers and feel like he a pro at using this social media. It's just I'm a pro at what I'm putting on social media. You see what I'm saying? I ain't even editing that stuff right.
Wow.
You know, I know a little something, but what we're doing right now is we are setting up a school app. You know, a lot of college students use it to have a community of help when it comes to like their midterms and stuff like that. So I'll be setting it up to where you can watch videos with me, or
That is awesome.
you know, these same videos similar, like while I'm showing you I'm riding the bike, you can actually see what we did to the bike on this app. Like I can show you just simple stuff, how to put a piston in, and which way the rings go, and how to gap your spark plug, and how to tune and jet, and you know, part from brake pads, simple to maintenance, oil changes. You'll be able to see all that type of stuff. So if you ain't never worked on no bike before and that's something you want to do in life, you'll be able to go on that school app, look for me on the school app, then pay a subscription to be able to just have class with me. So it's a school app, I'll be the teacher.
That is awesome.
Then they'll be my students. So you'll be able to, and then let's say you're a mechanic that work on bikes yourself, you at home, you got bikes in your garage, like how I started. You can always, man, I'm having problems with this bike. Lavelle, what should I do? You're one of my class, one of my students. So, you know, and the way I like to teach, I like each one teach one.
Good.
So even as a community, if I got students, they all classmates. So it might be a man over here, he know about electrical. You ain't good at electrical. You need help with electrical. We can all help each other in this group. So Deja will be finishing up that within about the end of the month, right?
Yes, sir.
That is awesome. That's a new beginning.
That's a new beginning.
That is a new beginning, a new blessing. You're walking into so many things. What I like about you guys is your momentum. You keep the momentum. You're never stagnant. And it goes back to what she said, that I just want the best. So that's sometimes what bothers me, because I want the best and I want us to move forward. So you guys do a great job at moving forward and keeping the momentum. And for those who are inspired by you, I think it puts a fire under their butt to first move and then to keep the momentum.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, how did this get your money right, get your bike right start?
I had a customer come from, well, after we were homeless and we finally got us a house, I was working in the garage in Fayetteville, and I started making my videos, and guy came down from Maine, like the top of the map.
Yeah.
He came from Maine, and we had to build this bike for him. It was a YZ450. And when he dropped it off, he was like, man, I had to get my money right first, but I'm here, you know? So I was like, well, shoot, you got your money right? I'm gonna get your bike right.
Okay.
And where I'm from in Florida, like people rode like old school cars, you know, Don'ts and Caprices, stuff like that, bought Chevy. And if you doing bad and you ain't got your money right, that car might sit in the backyard on the side of the house on a tarp for years until you get scraped. When you get your money right, you know, he got the gold D's, he painted up, he fixed up, got his music tents, he riding good,
Right.
you know. So for some reason, my mind just kind of clicked to that in his position he was in, dropping that bike off. Like, man, I got my money right. He hadn't told me it sat for a long time, and you know, he finally ready to get it right. So I figured, shoot, you got your money right. Well, shoot, I'm gonna be the one that gets your bike right. And I just feel like that's the case with a lot of people. I was that kid that had dirt bikes in the backyard. I couldn't get it right till my daddy say, we got enough money. We gonna go over there to that shop and see if they can start fixing it on it for you. So I figured, get your money right, get your bike right.
Wow. And I'm telling you, that's the $1 million slogan right now. You guys really hit it with that. So coming from Florida, how has that helped you? Has it put a spin on things here? Are you bringing some of that Broward County swag into your business? Any custom bills in the future?
Yeah, so like when I design these bikes, a lot of people don't know I design these bikes. When I put them together, me and Deja, we sit down and we figure out what graphics we're gonna go with. To be honest with you, I feel like a lot of mechanics are designers. They just don't know it. And when they sit down and they engineers, when they sit down and they come up with a setup of how this bike gonna be fast, or what they want the bike to do for how a distance they gonna race, or how they want the bike to look. It's all a design. It come from your head and you make it to a vision right here in front of you. So when I come up with these designs, it's all from how I grew up. You know, I seen the candy green old schools come down the street, so we got candy green, and
Nice.
you see what I'm saying? We got but I was always like a four-wheeler man, you know. So I kind of related that same them color schemes and them patterns that you put together to the bikes. You see what I'm saying? From the wheels that we choose, or rims, bead locks, the seat covers being custom. Back where I'm from, they used to put your name in the seat. You know what I'm saying? So all that extra stuff, it makes the bike unique to where that's your bike.
Yeah.
You can't go and just have some good credit and go purchase this from no shop brand new. This is built.
Customized.
You know? It's custom built. It was built to your liking. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like that's what I would do. Even like when they used to theme cars, Skittles and Hershey's and M&M back in the days, I felt like that'd be good branding for a bike. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
That might be your favorite candy. Man, I'm gonna put it on a bike. So
That is awesome.
you know, but you gotta have your money right to do something like that. When them guys did, that's extra money to just put on. Okay, well, we gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what I feel like. Every mechanic is a designer in some kind of way.
Miss Motorworks, do you help with that designing?
I do. And I
Okay.
love it.
Are you an artist too?
I would consider myself a creative.
Creative.
Yeah,
Good.
I would definitely consider myself creative. So when it comes to more of like the graphic kits, the seat covers, the color themes, and accents, and putting them together and things of that nature, that's where I come in at and just let them know, well, no, I think that's a little bit too much green. We should add in some chrome.
Good.
Right.
Or I think we should put, okay, we're going to make this part right here green and that part right there chrome, and they're going to reflect off of each other.
Good.
But overall, we come together as a team with both of our visions, and we find a perfect medium, and the customer is just always satisfied with it.
Wow. I see a board on the wall with a lot of writing on it. What am I looking at?
So that's my board. Actually, what I do on that board is kind of tell people what to do.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like a scheduling board. And to be honest with you, like everybody in the shop look at it as a scheduling board. I look at it as a vision board. Because sometimes I might put a bike on that board. To be honest, I know I ain't gonna get out this much. But if I put it up there right in front of me, I look at it every day when I come in the shop. Okay, this bike is a priority. I need to get this bike done. When you got 40 bikes, 60 bikes, 70 bikes, 80 bikes, sometimes we done had over 100 bikes in here. It fluctuates. You know, I got bikes that'll come in here 2 weeks, be gone. I got bikes that don't even stay the whole day, you know, because we do on-site servicing too. So when I see that board, it just always remind me of this bike we gotta get done, that bike we gotta get done. We got an area where parts, these the parts that need to be ordered. With that bundle of parts, I already know this bike, that bike, this bike is consist of, they gonna get out due to these parts. You see what I'm saying? Machine work that, you know, may either be shipped off or that's coming back to us.
Okay.
They all gonna be on that board. Each employee name gonna be up there for their tasks for the day, whether it's cleaning the floors, cleaning the bike, finishing up a bike, taking the engine off, whatever it is. Supplies, they all go up there to keep us scheduled on what supplies are needed. You know, everything from stuff that might break, like air lines, air hoses, and you know, just gas. We need oil, carb cleaner, 2-cycle. We got containers back there, 50 gallons that, you know, need to be drained and refilled, so it keeps us on schedule.
Okay.
Office supplies, that board keeps us scheduled also when it comes to like updates. If one of us have an update, let's say we're working on a bike, we done told the customer this what it need to be fixed, and then we broke down the motor, go inside of it, and let's just say it's a crack in the case or something that need to be machine worked or replaced.
Okay.
We'll notify the front, we'll put the data up there that we seen it, what we seen, and they'll deal with it from there.
Okay. So yeah, that's a vision board. As a to-do list, that is everything in one. And it seems like it just keeps everybody in order.
Yeah, and then we erase the bikes as we go.
Okay.
So.
All right. And who or what would you say is your inspiration for what you do?
Honestly, I would like to say I don't really have an inspiration because it's all off a dream for real. But if I could say the one person that ever inspired me was my wife. Really, she my inspiration.
That's good.
Cause when I'm about to give up, she keep me going. She ain't gotta know how to fix no bikes. That don't really inspire me.
That's good.
You know, I've already got that lane. You know.
Very good.
So for somebody to be able to stop me from hitting the brakes and saying, "Man, I'm about to goddamn stop all this," goddamn, and I'm just trying to fix bikes.
Yeah.
Because I love doing it. I was doing this for free for years, just because I like doing it. So for somebody to step in front and see my value and say, "Man, you can't do this for free. You charging people $150 to rebuild a motor, $200 to rebuild a whole motor. What is you doing? I don't care. I like doing it. Yeah, but you can't pay your car note and your lights off. And you're hungry, eating subs from the corner store.
That's right.
But you're doing high quality work and everybody happy. So are you gonna just keep degrading yourself? So when I had somebody, people don't have nobody to do them like that. So people are kind of self-sabotage themselves just because they really chasing their dream. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That you need somebody that love you, that can manage you and see what you worth. So for somebody to do that, that's my inspiration.
That's awesome.
Cause it takes a lot to do that. You know?
Yeah. And it takes a grounded person to do that. They
Yeah.
first have to be grounded. So, Ms. Motorworks, is there any events coming up, any community events? Because I know for Halloween, you guys had a big shindig out here for the community.
Huge.
And I've heard that you've done many things for the community. What are some of the things you've done and some of the things that maybe you're thinking of doing?
So in the past, before we actually had a shop, I think we was in the in-town suite when we gave those bikes away.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was living in a
When
hotel.
we first moved to Georgia, my husband came across a nice man who blessed him with like 15 to 11 bicycles. So we went, we cleaned them up, we pumped all the tires up, and we rode around the south side of Atlanta, and we passed the bikes out in different communities, branched them out. Some of them we just left under a pole at the church and say somebody can
Yeah, I
find
remember
them.
that.
Yeah.
How about that?
Over at the last shop, I feel like at that point we were so grounded in growth till I had ideas on events, but we weren't never able to follow through with them. So I believe that's why the Halloween event came here, and we just went so big because for so long I'm like, I want to do book bag giveaways.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
And it was like we were finally able to plan something and execute it. And so the Halloween event was great. It had an awesome turnaround. Or turnout, excuse me. I would say in regards to upcoming events, I haven't thought of anything out before besides Easter.
Okay.
I would love to have an Easter egg hunt for the kids here.
Oh,
We have
that'd be
so much
awesome.
parking lot and so much land, and so I would like to do an Easter egg hunt and raffle off maybe 2, a dirt bike and a 4-wheeler.
Oh, wow.
So
That would
that's
be
something
awesome.
that it'll give us time to plan out. I'm gonna be honest, the beginning of the year is always hectic for us because we have birthdays, we got anniversaries, we got so much things in home to where the business operations plus that is enough for us.
Wow.
So the next following thing to where holidays, where everything will be copacetic, it'll be Easter.
Wow.
Well,
You guys have a tough and tight schedule. In years past, I've seen you do customer appreciation. I think it's for your anniversary for the
Every
business.
year.
Now, when is that?
That's September. So
So in
every
September.
year in the month of September, we have Customer Appreciation Month,
Okay.
where we find and we get together as a team to figure out the best way to give back to our customers.
Wow.
New customers, returning customers, or even customers that just visited but they haven't came before. So every year for the month of September.
Okay. Wow. I was speaking to a councilman yesterday, and he was telling me that there are no more shops like your shop that does what you do.
Yeah,
He said a while ago there was a shop that did custom bills, but they're no longer here. So I made the comment to him that I think God moved them out the way so that you guys can
Yeah.
step in place. How do you feel about that?
I think that's so true. I think it's a lot of stuff that moved out the way.
That's the thought that came to my mind.
God,
when we came here,
it's a lot of stuff that moved out the way of the shops, of the people. Because it's like God will isolate you, so you can grow.
That's real. That's real.
And I don't read the Bible much, but I just watch the patterns of life and what goes on around me.
Okay.
And I know that it ain't nobody but God. You can believe in all the bad and devil and all this other stuff, but when something good happens, you gotta know who it came from. And it's like, I've seen people that just don't like me for no reason. And they just disappear. They just go to jail or something. And I be feeling bad, like, damn, what? But as I get older, and then as I'm in business, I start noticing, like, it's a lot of stuff. It's like, don't nothing happen for no reason. It's always a reason.
No coincidence.
No coincidence.
Right. There's no happenstance.
Yeah.
Everything is destiny.
So it's like the people you was just saying, that the councilman, God already knew it's got to be a replacement. It's gonna be another Michael Jackson song. So it's like you gotta start somewhere and you gotta end somewhere. So I just feel like this is our time.
That's
you know
your
what I'm
time.
saying? This is our time. Everybody got their time, man. Every dog got his day. So right now I'm just enjoying my time till it's over.
All right. I like that.
Got a long time.
So if now, what goals? Like, what's your end goal? Are you looking to make a certain amount of money, be a millionaire? Are you looking to get another shop? What's your end goal?
My end goal is to kind of get multiple shops.
Great.
And to do multiple things with the shops.
That's what I wanted to hear.
like okay, we just started doing more sales, and we getting to the point where we'll still sell them old bikes. There's people that might love the 05 TRX Kickstart,
Right.
but we want to sell you one fully custom built that we took our time to build, and it's finally on the floor for sale. We probably built that bike for 6 months straight, 8 months straight, and then do each bike just like that on a daily basis. We building our bikes. We building Lavelle Motorworks 450, Lavelle Motorworks Banshee, Lavelle Motorworks 250, Lavelle Motorworks 85s, and people can come by. It might be a Yamaha, it might be a Kawasaki, but it's got our stamp on it. We done touched every screw, every bolt on this bike. We done scripted it down. We done powder coated. Every bike we sell is custom or all original. And then I want to have multiple locations that's doing that also, while we still doing, a portion of services and repairs for the public. But another thing, like I'm getting to the age, I got a lot of kids and I don't want to be at the shop every day. So I need these shops to somewhat run themselves, and I'm praying through the school out, I can teach a lot of people to be a whole nother me.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hire them on so they can make a great living and be able to, like, I ain't gotta be standing in front. I go to Walmart, I don't never see the owner. You know what I'm saying? I go to Family Dollar, I go to McDonald's, I don't never see the owner.
Right.
I want to be that owner that ain't hardly ever seen, but always talked about and always legendary. I feel like I done made enough videos, I done built enough motors, I done.
The notoriety
So
you built the foundation.
I built the foundation. I'm just trying, like she say, build a roof to it.
All right.
And get it to the point where they run each other, and I can sit back and enjoy my life with my wife.
All right. And people come from all over.
Yeah.
Right? So how many states have you served? Is like, what was the state that just brought you to awe? Like, wow, they came from where?
Well, you heard me say, she had to help me with this too, but you heard
Maine.
me say Maine.
Yes, that's far.
I done had people come from
Maryland.
Wow.
Maryland,
Louisiana
Texas.
show out, I'm gonna be honest. For them to be so far, it's a lot of
Louisiana.
them.
I had a bike come from Texas once.
Ohio. We got a few bikes come from
This
Ohio.
one from Ohio right here.
Wow.
South Carolina show a lot of
It's
love.
another ninja over there from Ohio too.
Yeah, I got another ninja from Ohio.
The Carolinas, yeah, they show out.
Carolinas,
But,
yeah.
yeah, North
That's
and
it.
South.
Wow.
North and South Carolina, I get a lot of love from
Definitely
them.
say
I
that.
really
That's
respect
awesome.
them, and
Alabama.
they support us a lot.
Mississippi.
Oh, yeah,
comes through
Mississippi,
a lot
yeah.
as
That is
well.
awesome.
Yeah,
We've had
Indiana.
we've had a customer purchase a bike from Missouri,
Yeah,
the
Missouri.
KTM.
Yeah,
You
I sold
purchased from
a
Missouri.
bike. I sold a bike in Virginia too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I sold a bike in Florida too.
Oh,
So
yeah, we
Florida,
did.
yeah, I sold a lot of bike Florida.
Wow.
You know, I'm from Florida, so I feel like that's another reason like why they support me too. The thing with Florida is like, cause I'm from there, so I can speak on it. It's a lot of competition in Florida,
Okay.
and that's with everything you do. You can try to wash cars, you could build houses, you could be the lawn man, you could be pressure wash man. It's gonna be a lot of competition. So, and then and by being so much competition and so many people on the ground doing the same thing, it ain't gonna be much support. You know what I'm saying? So when you go somewhere and everybody kind of like doing their own thing, they all support each other. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
good.
So like here, and even like the outskirts states that deal with, they all support me. They come drive down from places. I do get support from Florida, like they bring me bikes to fix. What other states? I know. Man, we don't have bike come from Kentucky,
Wow.
Tennessee. Man, I want to say almost every state.
You are very, very well known. Good help is hard to find, all right?
Yeah.
Here in Georgia, there are a lot of business owners.
Mhm.
Do you find it hard to get employees?
Very.
And are you still looking for employees?
I go up and down when it comes to looking for a mechanic, cause honestly, like I don't really call my employees, because when I teaching them, it's more than just teaching them how to fix a bike. I have to teach them how to be organized. Teach them. It's a whole swag you gotta have to be a mechanic. You see what I'm saying? You gotta know what you're talking about. I can't just teach you how to fix something. I gotta teach you what you're fixing and how it works and what it does.
That's
and
good.
You see what I'm saying? And it's a certain way I teach to where the person that I'm doing it for, just cause they ain't got no background and they pass to be working for me, they might not be able to be taught.
Okay.
Definitely the way I'ma teach you.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And I've got out of trying to find the most experienced mechanic, cause it ain't gonna happen. It just ain't gonna happen. When and then sometimes you can find a mechanic that's good, but he might do something totally different from the way you would have did it. He might take longer, or he might be faster, but then it gotta come right back to you because it ain't right. So it's like a relationship, man. Once you done dealt with so many different mechanics, you just rather teach them. You just rather be like, man, I'm gonna teach him now. Everything he do is, when I look at it, well, I did that too. You see, because it's something I done taught them how to do. So it's like from the organization of their tools, from being sloppy working on the ground, how you line your bikes up, clean up behind yourself. It's more than just teaching them about a carburetor or an engine. And you really gotta spend time. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just don't like, if I hire somebody, I spend a year teaching them, then they gone. But they still an employee at the end of the day.
Right.
So, you know, I mean, I this summer I will be looking for a new guy. Everybody start off as a mechanic assistant. They ride up under me. They help me with my tools. They help me with my organization, the things that I can't do. They might start off after that as like disassemble. Then as they get better, I teach them about building and tuning and brakes and little small stuff that they might not already know. And then chain adjustments. Those are the jobs that come in and come out throughout the day. Man, I need some type of chain. We can do that in 20 minutes. Put these brakes on and rotors, you know, teach them that. And then from that, you'll learn stuff like assembling bikes. It's easy to take something apart, but when you don't know where it go or where this went, then now I gotta start teaching you how to have a photographic memory. I can actually teach you how to have that. You see what I'm saying? Whether it's taking a picture of it before you take it off, or taking it off in a specific order. So let's say You don't want to take no pictures or whatever. You ain't got no phone. I teach you, okay, when you take this off, sit this here, put the screws that go to this in it. You see what I'm saying? Take this off, you sit this to the side. If it's some bearings, you stack the bearings on your table the way they gonna go in the motor. Your washer, your bearing, your sleeve, your this, your that. That way when it's time to put it back in the bike, you already know. You can just grab it, slide it right on. You took it off the same way you put it back on.
Good tips.
So that's a lot of stuff that I teach. But then you got a lot of distractions. Definitely young guys, they'll be on the phone, they'll be here, they'll be there. So it plays, it's more than just hiring somebody for me. The money ain't, I don't care about that.
Okay.
It's about, is he gonna get my bike right? You see what I'm saying? I want the customer to trust you just as much as they trust Lavelle. They could have went to any shop. They went to me.
That's right.
So
Well, that's good. You have compassion for your customer. You have compassion for your employees, compassion for your family. And that goes a long way in business and in life, spiritually and physically. You guys are very, very blessed. And I'm just happy to be here to interview you guys. I just want to do something fun with you guys. I'm going to ask you 2 questions. It's going to be this or that, and you tell me which one you choose. Okay? All right. So, Yamaha or Honda?
Yamaha.
You're a Yamaha girl? Okay. And why?
I feel like they both good brands. They both legendary. But Yamaha had more to offer. Yamaha had legendary bikes that still are popular and exist to this day, such as the Banshee, for instance. You see what I'm saying? I feel like it wasn't, to this day, if we wanted to level up Honda next to Yamaha, if we went in the ATV world, Honda stopped making their TRX 450 in 2014. You see what I'm saying? Then they got the Raptor 700 that's being built every day at a second generation right now. So when you consistent and you just keep going, then your name is like, you when you walk in a store right now, you're gonna see more Yamahas than you. If they're a Yamaha and a Honda dealer, I guarantee they'll have more Yamahas than they will have Hondas. Definitely in the off-road world, Hondas have a good name for their cars. You know, they got good generators. They got, they got good lawnmowers. Yeah, they build a good engine and they are reliable. That's where I feel like. That's why I feel like a Honda would get kudos more than a Yamaha, because they're very reliable. You got some Hondas that's was made in the 80s or early 90s that's still running to this day, and they never been in the engine. But they just didn't produce as much as Yamaha did. And then when Yamaha produced their bikes, they knew to keep a lot of their bikes the same throughout the years. You know, you got stuff like the Yamaha Blaster that was the same from, I want to say, like, what, 88 or 89?
04 or 03?
Yeah, 02, they changed the brake system of the bike and the CDI system of the bike, but you know, they changed the fenders, you know, and went from the big light on the, to the more, you know, triangular with the light in the front, and you know, they changed the hydraulic brakes and stuff after 03 to 06. But then 06, it was like, it was nothing no more. But they still went 40 years with the same thing. So it made it the same design. So that reminds you of somebody like Chevy. You know, Chevy had that old 350 for decades. You see what I'm saying?
Same engine and how many different cars.
But then when you go to something like a Honda, and let's say we was dealing with like a CRF 450, and they started that bike in like 02, 03. They changed it 3 years later. Then changed the frame this many years later. Then it was this many years later. You see what I'm saying?
So they didn't really find a design that worked.
That stuck, that stick. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Even to this day, they still changing designs. You know what I'm saying? Kawasaki was decent too. They tried that, but they ain't no other brand that stick
Yamaha on
to
top
what
of
they
the
have.
game.
Yamaha's top of the game.
Yeah.
So that's your final answer.
Yeah.
All right, Yamaha. All right. Now, it's weird because I was gonna say Banshee or a TRX 450, and you just said something about the TRX 450. But tell me about that. Which one you choose?
I choose the Banshee all day.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like if you got a good Banshee, it can be reliable if you maintenance it, and if you don't hurt it, it can be reliable. Got good parts in it, it's built good.
Okay.
That TRX, man, I mean, they'll last, they fun. You got some people that do different stuff. You got some trail riders, some wheelie guys, and they might like the TRX good for wheelie. It's one of the lightest bikes. You see, it's lighter than the Banshee, it's lighter than the Raptor. It's very light. That TRX is very light, but I look at it like that TRX it's got issues that me myself as a mechanic have to fix all the time. From the water pumps leaking.
Wow.
They like to get hot in cherry pipe a lot. And some of them, they'll explode. And when I say explode, I've seen them blow rods through cases.
Oh, wow.
I've seen over time the valves start sinking into the valve seats. And when you got to do valve adjustments, shim the valves over and over and over. And it got its good things. You know, you got to mix the gas and, you know, stuff like that. But when they do start breaking, and they gonna cost you more too. So that Honda brake,
4-stroke.
yeah, that 4-stroke gonna cost you more than it would to, you know, fix a little 2-stroke engine. Wow. It's less components in the engine that even can break. You know, when you got everything from cams, valves, timing chain, valve guides, and counterbalances on your crank, and other than a Banshee that just got a crank and piston and cylinder.
So
See what I'm
your
saying?
final answer is Banshee.
Banshee.
All right, my next one. Home cooked meal or a fancy restaurant?
I'm a home cooked meal type of girl.
I
won't turn down
I have
a
heard
fancy
a little bit
restaurant.
about your food and your cooking. Tell me about Miss Motorworks' food.
Oh, her food good. She's like a chef. She went to culinary school.
Oh, wow.
She kind of like stopped her dream to help me with my dream.
Wow.
See what I'm saying? Her dream is to have a restaurant. So our thing is, once I get big enough and make it to where I ain't got to be here every day, we're going to be somewhere.
He gonna be
starting
in the
up a
kitchen.
restaurant.
That is
Yeah.
awesome. So that could be spin-offs.
Oh yeah.
You got
It's gonna be.
Well, the restaurant
What?
is going to be
It's gonna be
named
shop
after.
themed.
Yeah, it's going to be named
Oh.
after the shop.
That is
But
awesome.
we don't talk about it much because it didn't happen yet, and we still kind of dreaming for that. But it's like this shop kind of overwhelms
It's
us right now.
consuming.
It's time consuming. We just be here doing this until we get this to the point where it can flow, and that's where sales come in. Anybody that's a good sale, you got people that can sell water to a well or sell flat to a tire.
Absolutely.
So once it ain't hard to find a salesman, but it's hard to find a mechanic. You see what I'm saying? I done built the foundation, I done built the shop, I done built the name, I done built all this stuff. Repairs don't even make enough money to keep the lights on for real. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to sales, there's more people that want a new bike for their kid birthday or a new bike for their kid Christmas or whatever than it is somebody that just want to fix up a bike that been sitting in the tool shed for years. So we still want to be that guy that can help with that. But when it comes to sales will have it to where when we got our front desk receptionist, my guys over here customizing my own bikes and a lineup full of bikes that's for sale, me and my wife can be overseas somewhere. You see what I'm saying? We could be at a restaurant handling those orders and getting that stuff situated. She know how to run a restaurant, so I have to listen to her. I have to learn about restaurant tactics and food and, you know, having to get inspections and stuff like that. That'll be a whole new thing. And then I might have a chicken joint after that, after she teach me that type of stuff.
The sky's the limits.
So,
It's almost like when they say you buy one house, it's
Yeah.
easy to get another house. So you got one business. It may not be as easy to start another business, but once you do, they're gonna fall in line.
Right.
So it's good you
Yeah.
guys got your ideas ready because they're gonna come one by one by one.
Yeah, and that's
You know.
why I try to get good with banks and stuff, build relationship with banks. because once they see, boom, you got this business and you good with them, then I go, hey, we starting another business. We over here, we doing this.
Ready to help the startup.
You know.
They're ready, more than willing to help.
Right.
Because they're betting on you.
Right.
And they seen what you've done and what you can do. So, hey, you're on their team too, you know.
Right.
My next one, stay at home or go out?
I say go out.
Oh,
Yeah. But I was gonna say, at this age that I'm getting at, like, I typically would say let's go out, but now it's like I just want to stay home. I just want to do something, like.
I say go out.
But yeah.
So you're the party guy.
Yeah, because we always the kids. And then when they ain't the kids, we with the bikes. So it's like, I've been doing bikes for 21 years.
Wow.
So it's like, I
You
want to
wanna
go
get away.
fishing.
You
Let me
wanna
just go
get away.
fishing.
Little serenity.
I want to go to the bar. Let me just go to the bar.
Just go
Let me see
somewhere.
I go in the bar. They know I ain't the type of bar guy. They be like, he ain't never been here before. He just look. He don't even know what to drink. He don't know no name.
He's
He
looking
don't know
around.
I'm looking crazy. I don't even belong there. I belong in a shop. But I try to get out sometimes, you know. But then even like when I go somewhere like that, I end up talking about bikes because it's always somebody that, oh, but that's such and such from such. Man, I need a bike fit. I'll be like, yep.
So you can't even get away from it.
Can't get away
But
when you
can't
try to
away
get
from
away.
it. Wow.
But I think God did that. That's what God wants. So I'm just, you know.
Okay. Well, I have had a wonderful time with you guys. Before we leave, I wanted you to show me your custom build. I think you got a gold one or something. I wanted you to show that to me, and then wrap it up and just tell the people something that you want them to know, something that you want them to have in their hearts for Lavelle Motorworks from the both of you.
Nice. You doing that first, or bikes?
Me, I just want people to just sit and watch. Just keep doing what they already doing. Just keep watching our growth. You know what I'm saying? With my wife on my side, I ain't gonna stop. So if you a person that, if you a friend of me or a friend of me, just keep watching.
Again, we can find you on
Lavelle Motorworks, Instagram, Lavelle Motorworks, Facebook, and TuneGod93 on TikTok.
Okay.
And Deja Motorworks on Instagram, and Deja Motorworks on Facebook.
You guys have a website too, right?
We do.
Yeah.
What's your website?
LavelleMotorworks.org.
Okay, LavelleMotorworks.org. And I can see some of these nice bikes that I can buy, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You'll see the ones that's for sale. We'll soon. A lot of this stuff is fairly new. It kind of seems like we behind, but we really ain't. We're ahead. It's because we just be focused on trying to get repairs done. But you'll be seeing a lot of custom builds, upcoming custom builds on our site. And then we're going to start selling bikes that belong to us that's custom built.
Very good. Miss Motorworks?
So for me, I just want to let everybody know how much we appreciate their support. I also want to let everyone know to use us as motivation and inspiration if they can. So if this is an avenue or industry that they're looking to get into, I would say take advantage of the knowledge that he has. Take advantage of the knowledge that we give and share throughout our platforms. I would say I just want them overall to understand that we are for them. We are for their growth. We see this for everybody that wants to get into this industry.
Yeah.
We see no one as competition. If anything, we look into collaborate and get to know as many people in our industry and network as much as we can.
We can do it. Anybody can do it.
Right. So overall, I just want everybody to know, like my husband said, if we can do it, anybody can do it, but you can't do it alone.
You gotta have somebody. You gotta do it with love. You can't do it with the expectation of how much money I'm gonna make. Man, it's $0 days I can have in a shop this big, but I don't worry about it because I could have just had, like, it's the love and the passion that really keep you going, not the money. God bring the blessings. God bring all that stuff. If you trust that, then it's gonna work out regardless. But you can't live you can't have a business expecting it to flow and to work right when you ain't doing it genuinely. You gotta do it because you like to do it. That's what's gonna make you come on the weekends when it's closed. That's gonna make you come when it's raining and ain't nobody show up for work. That's what's gonna make you be here 2-3 o'clock a.m. in the morning. Not because you want the money, because you love doing it and you don't really know what else to do besides this.
Right.
Your first love.
It's your first love.
And what are your hours?
Hours of Monday through Friday from 10 to 5 and Saturdays 11 to 4.
Very good. Well, you heard it, folks, right here today with Mr. and Mrs. Lavelle Motorworks. And like they said, to whom much is given, much is required. And what's required of you is to get your money right and get your bike right. Come on in, get your custom build, get your repairs, get a bike for your husband, your wife, and your kids. And we are gone. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Let's go over and see the bike. Let's cut it off, and then we'll film over there by the bike.
Okay.
What y'all think? I think y'all did.